What's going on? What is going on? Good morning to everybody. Give me just a second. Starting this up, and I need to go secure a seat real quick. So give me a minute. You need it right now?
Yeah. Glasses ready. You got it?
Yeah.
I got my music.
Okay, just say happy birthday, Avocado. That's all you need. All you have to do. Her mom. She's having a Zoom class tomorrow. You're welcome to attend the Zoom class, but you don't have to attend the Zoom class. All you have to do is say happy birthday. Filming a video.
Okay, see, that's what I needed. I know what you're talking about.
Okay. Avoca is Kuno's daughter, who's like 12 or 14, who's been like a Bali instructor now for the last year and a half. And she's having a Zoom birthday class. And if you can attend, of course, you can teach. But assuming you're not attending, you can just say happy birthday on our video. And she didn't make it easy for us, because I was supposed to do one by myself, but all you have to do is say happy birthday. You're going to provide it to Kuno, and Kuno will play the whole...
There's a little more clear.
Oh, you have questions. You just don't follow instructions. They say happy birthday.
All right. Just now putting together, didn't really have time to say anything. Hope everybody's well, doing good. Let's go ahead and jump right into it. We're going to get a little bit of yoga in. Let's see how I feel after. See if it's going to be a workout or we'll have a little talk after the yoga class. Other than that, hope everybody's doing well, hanging in there. And we'll talk after. Let's get it in real quick.
when you exhale, or the coolness when you inhale through the nostrils. Or as you're connected with the heartbeat, maybe the lung expansion, maybe the energies of calmness. So whatever you're feeling right now, connect with that. So you might have intentions, set them now, any goal. You might want something out of your practice today. This is the time to focus on that. Just remember, kindness and gentleness will get you a lot further in your pose and your practice. Happy Saturday. And lose track of days when there's holidays in between the middle of the week, yes? It is Saturday. So we're loosening up and weighting in the body. Let's reverse the rotation. Notice how it feels. Notice how it feels different on this side. Center. Let's just open the legs wide. When you're on your sit bone, gentle bend in the knees, we take our hands down in front of us and just walk them forward. Whatever you do, we're leaning over and folding. Stretching up the back, stretching behind the legs. Holding, breathing. Let your back relax as the spine lengthens. Letting the muscles stretch gently. Let's walk our hands over to the left leg. Torso follows and fold into that leg. Now you can stay here, or if you want to open up a little bit, add a push, you can hold onto that foot and reach your right arm, stretch it out, reach up, turning the head, the torso looking up. Still breathing, always having the breath as part of the pose and the movement. Stretch the arm out, let's bring it down, release. folding into your right leg. Might feel different on this side. Maybe you can fold more deeply, maybe not. Just connect with what you're feeling. As you hold and breathe, you can stay here, or you can now hold that foot and reach your left arm. Stretch it out, reach up, turn your head, torso turn, looking up. Breathe. Bringing that arm down. Releasing the leg, coming back to center. Walk those hands back towards the bottom as you come up. Let's bend the right leg. Keep the left leg straight. Gonna do some more stretching, are we ready? Just slide your hand down that left leg. You're leaning over. Now sweep the right arm out alongside the head. So notice how this stretch feels different than the one before it. Your sit bones stay planted. Try to relax the hips, keep your sit bones down as you reach over and stretch on the right. So reaching over to the left, stretching on the right, breathing, letting the body relax, let the muscles relax as you stretch gently. Beautiful. Let's come up. Let's go into a side angle. So now we're going to bring that right forearm down. Sweep the left arm out alongside the head. So if you're looking up at me, we're not here. So you're pushing up through the arms. Your head is not here. It's lifted. It's at the angle that's on the left side of the body. Arm is right alongside the head. Beautiful side angles. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now you can look down or straight ahead or up at your hand. It's up to you. You can stay. This is a modified side angle. So if you want to come up, bring your hand down, come up onto your knee. Engage your core. You're now in side angle, still side angle. Okay, now if you're looking at me, you don't see me resting on that right calf. You're coming all the way up on that leg. So not here. If you need to be this far down, you need to have your sit bones down. So you should be all the way up. Again, looking down, looking straight ahead or up at the top hand. You're pulling at opposite ends. Left foot, left hand, stretching. Keep that line in the body. Find the length. There's a lot of length here. And if you're sitting down, be on your forearm, not on your hand. Be careful. Coming out of the pose, we just slide that foot out and then come down. Good stuff, yes? Yes. Okay, let's open the legs once again. Hands down and walking the hands forward. We're leaning over. We're folding again, maybe folding more. Keep the knees bent. Back open. Expand. The spine lengthen. You're getting this nice stretch behind the legs. Breathe. Sitting up tall, we can start with our hand at the top of that leg and slide it down to lean over. You'll know exactly where you need to be doing it this way. Yes, you can use your strap or towel here. That's one of the props. I should have mentioned that on the other side, guard. Sweep your left arm out alongside the head. Notice how it feels different on this side. Right away, you might notice the difference. Does anybody notice the difference from one side to the other? Yes? You should. You have two sides to your body, yes? So the sit bone stay planted, you're getting this nice deep stretch on the left side. Should be coming out of the hip, all the way through the side of the torso, armpit up the arm into the fingertips. Breathing, holding, stretching, feeling that length there on the left. And now coming up, coming up, coming up. Go into our side angle by then bringing that left forearm down. So the right leg still stretched out to the right, yes, and then sweep your right arm out alongside the head. So again, notice how you're positioned. You're pushing up through that arm, you're resting on it, but you're pushing up through it. You're not relaxed on it, and your head is lifted, it's not hanging. Keep it at an angle. So on that right side of the body, you got this beautiful angle. Keep your arms straight. Right alongside the head. Keep the line sharp. The edge is sharp here. Beautiful, beautiful. Your inside ankle. Again, you can keep your head positioned whichever way. Down, looking forward, or up at the top hand. Stay here, or you can come up onto your knee and your hands. Right away, you want to keep your core engaged. So your back is stable. Pushing up through that arm. Again, your head stays lifted, but at an angle. Nice line, nice angular line on that right side of the body. You can look down to help you balance. Straight ahead or up. Holding at opposite ends, from hand to foot. Feel that length on that side. Coming out of the pose, we just slide a little way and fall down on our tushies. Tushy. How do you feel? Ready to move on from the seated practice? Now we're ready to jump around, okay? So once more, keep the legs open, hands down in front of you, walk down forward, see if you can go a little deeper. Walking the hands back, lifting up. Legs can be straight out in front of us now. Separate the sit bones or readjust them. Sitting up tall, one more fold. Arms, stretch them out and reach up. Here you're getting length in the torso. Hopefully lifting up the ribs a little bit. Now fold forward. No matter where you are, it's okay. You don't have to fold completely into your legs, but you can still get the benefits here. You're still opening the back, stretching out the torso, lengthening the spine. back as we come up. Take the legs behind us. We go into our first child's pose. So, on that knee, top of our feet, reach the sit bones back, stretch the arms out, bow the head. Make the pose comfortable. So it's a rest pose, but is it comfortable? Maybe you can open your legs if you'd like. You can have your hands under your face, one on top of the other, and resting your head on the top hand. Whatever you need to do, you don't have to have your sit bones down. You can lift them up to unjam hips. I would recommend relaxing your feet. You should be resting on the tops of your feet. Let your ankles open. So we're connecting back with our breath as we rest and connect with the body. Let's look up at the hands. Let's walk our hands over to the left, over to the right. One hand can rest on top of the other, bow the head. Feel that nice stretch on the right side of the torso. Did I mention we're doing crescent lunge? Yes, so we're going to get some nice stretching there. We're already going to be preparing for that now. We'll be ready. Looking up at the hands, let's walk them over to the opposite side. One hand on top of the other, bow the head. Stretching, breathing as you hold. So you're breathing right into your stretch, allowing to make the stretch more possible, or easy. Let's look up, come back to center. All right, let's go to our hands and knees for a moment and stretch out our legs behind us. So one at a time. One leg goes back, the toes are down. You're reaching through that back heel. The leg is straight. Remember, you're really getting a deep stretch here. Nice stretch. And then alternate. Now this is the one that's always my leg, my hip. This one needs to stretch more. So again, you're alternating. The other leg goes back. Toes are down. You're reaching or pulling through that back heel. And do it a few times. So you can stay in your stretch if that's what you want. Make it long. Or you can keep alternating. Do it till you're satisfied. So we want to do this so we're prepared for our downward dogs and our crescent lunge, yeah? Because guess what? We're going to go into our first downward dog. So, back to hands and knees. Let's curl the toes and push up for first downward dog. So, you're pushing up, but you're pushing back. Yeah? So your arms are pushing the body back. Sit bones up. Your knees are unlocked, and your heels are reaching down. So be careful in this pose. This might not be for you. If you're not supposed to have your head below your heart, don't come into this inversion. Otherwise, if you want to modify the pose, you can come down to your forearm, and you can like it whatsoever. Cycle your legs here a little bit. So let your head hang low. You should be looking behind you at your legs. Some of you are looking just straight down. Look at your legs. So you're getting a release in your spine. And cycling the legs for stretching those muscles, ligaments, tendons, all of that good stuff. Even through the arch of the foot, you're getting a stretch. So the thing about being inverted, the blood is rushing to the head, so we don't want to stay here too long. Let's come forward into plank. So in plank, there's one line in the body, or flat like a board, like a plank. Again, you can do this modified also on your forearms. And let's hold it for a count of 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come down, knees, torso, uncurl the feet. Lift up the cobra. So make sure you're using your upper body strength, not just the hands. And you're bending in your back. Beautiful. Let's come to our hands and knees. Do a little bounce from the table before we get up to our standing practice. So we'll do a few poses in our standing practice, and then make our way to our backs. But here we are with our hands under our shoulders, knees on your hips. The legs are hip distance apart. Your head is lifted, but you're looking down. You're in a great table position. There's one line running from your sit bones to the crown of your head. Now, if you feel any pressure on the wrist, well, just take your hands forward a little bit, maybe 4 or 5 inches. That should open up the wrist and alleviate pressure. Otherwise, you can keep your hands under your shoulders. Push up through the arms. Engage your core, and let's pick up the right leg. Just take it straight back behind you. Keep your hips evenly facing down. And again, the leg is parallel to the floor. So we're not going for height, right? We're going for balance. We're going for this levelness. And you can stay here, or you can continue balancing by picking up the left arm and stretching it straight out. Now keep pushing up through the right arm. You have that support in the left leg. Again, keep the hips even. One line in the body now, running from the back leg through the torso up through that front arm. If you'd like to, here you can open up the leg and the arm. Still balancing a little differently. Keep the line between the sit bones and the crown of the head. If you took the arm and leg out to the side. Let's bring it back to center. Come to hero's pose. Woo! Good job, yes? Okay, let's just make a nice fist. And slowly, circle. Strengthen up those wrists. How do we feel?
Very good.
Good, good. So in hero's pose, you're not putting all the weight down. Really, the true form of the pose would have your legs open and your sit bones touching, but that will really stretch out ankles and you need that flexibility. You can reverse the rotation. So if you have a block, you can do that in hero's pose, sit on it, or you see some of our other fellow yogis, they're on their knees. So whatever is comfortable here, yes? If you're in hero's pose, again, you're stretching out the ankles and the arches of the feet, your calves, good stuff. Let's come down. Hands and knees, stretch out the legs once more. For those of you that did go into hero's pose. We're almost done. One more side. stretching out the legs, we can come back to our hands, knees, hands under shoulders, knees under hips. Unless you want to bring your hands forward to alleviate the pressure. Tummy's in, head is up, we're looking down, pick up the left, legs are hip distance apart. Pick up the left leg. Take it straight back. Real sharp. Noticing the difference maybe already. You can flex the foot to have more strength or point the toes to lengthen. Keep your hips up, both up, evenly squared down. Balancing. You're already balancing. You can stay here. If you want to go further, take your right arm straight out in front of you. Keep pushing out through the left arm now. Try to feel the lightness, the softness here. Pulling at opposite ends. Left foot, right hand. And staying here or taking the arm and leg out to the side. So there's a lot of core work involved when you're doing this. Again, keep that line straight from the sit bone to the crown of the head. So you got to keep the torso lifted. Come back to center. Let's go to child's pose. Woo. Good stuff. Now, in this child's pose, if you'd like to rest your head down on something. So to stretch out our ribs once more or tone them, we can take our arms back alongside the body. So you're resting on the tops of your hands, and then you can lift up the hands and drop it back down and continue flexing like this. So again, this is optional. In this child's pose, if you want to rest your head and bring the arms back alongside the body, resting on the mat still, and as they do, you lift the hands, but drop them right back down. The wrist stays down
Cut it a
on the
little
mat,
short.
the hand comes up and lowers. So lifting, lowering.
All right. I did not have you guys on mute. Was able to hear everything. Hopefully that everything was loud and clear. Here, Tawanda, what's going on? Yeah, cut it a little short because I think I do have some energy to get it in, a nice little workout in, but you guys won't be joining me today. I probably want to save that for tomorrow. Put together a little routine for everybody. But let me sit down real quick. I just want to say I am glad that I came out because, hey, I just want to say I'm one to admit I'm not perfect, and you know, we all have our moments when we're feeling some type of way about anything that's going on in our lives. But I like how I can definitely be a perfect example of practicing what I preach. So that goes to show that even when I wasn't feeling up to it, I wasn't, in the right mindset, it was able to be turned around. So that is definitely a plus in my life from continuing to have that thought process basically programmed in my mind. Do you see how that works? As long as you keep on practicing that and continuing on with, strengthening your mind and being in a more positive way of thinking, it's gonna fall into place. And that's why I enjoy it. I love it that I'm able to make that switch and turn it around. And yeah, I'm a little tired too, because I've been busting my butt. Like, I've been working my ass off, trying to really get things in order. I'm working towards financial freedom. Overall, I do want to count my blessings and be grateful to where I'm at already in life and all the things that I do have and the things that I'm able to do. So, hey, I woke up feeling some type of way, but I was able to turn it around, and I pushed myself because I knew what was good for me. I knew what was going to get my mind in a better state. I knew what was going to have me more positive than being all in the negative. So sometimes our minds seems to do its own thing and run rapid, but that's where you have your body and movement to help push those thoughts away. Because if you're doing the movement and being active, that's gonna help. That's definitely gonna help. So that's a part of it too. So I got out here being active. I'm like, oh, definitely need it. Definitely. That's why I want to say I'm glad that I came out and got some in, and a couple of other people were encouraging as well to say they wanted to, see the yoga thing going on. So that's always a good thing. Also, because I'm not just thinking about myself. It takes my mind off of whatever I might be dealing with or going through, and helping other people. That's one thing to get your mind on the right page and be more positive. How you gonna have time to be, depressed and feeling some type of way about anything if you're worried about somebody else and helping somebody else out? That's a good way to get your mind straight, and it's known for that to actually be a form of happiness, of serotonin waking up in your body by helping somebody else out. That's that energy that we need, and that's how you produce it. That's one way of producing it. So yeah, feeling better, and I need to rejuvenate because I know how I get when I overwork myself. And this is what you have to understand when you're going through anything in your life and you're constantly going, and there's no downtime, there's no release, there's no happiness, there's no fun. Take that into consideration, that's going to affect your mood. That's going to put you in a funk. It's going to put you in a place where you're letting it become overwhelming. It's building up, and then over time, the stress is going to hit. Then stress turns into anxiety. Anxiety turns into depression, but I don't call it that. I say you're in overdrive. You need to rejuvenate the body and just reset. You have to hit the reset button and then come back to center. And that's what I'm doing right now. So that was very helpful. Other than that, I'm going to continue on. I'm going to get a little workout in. I'm up for it. And I'm going to make the most of my day. I have some more shirts to make. This shirt is blank, and I'm not liking it. I need to get more made. So that will be on the list of things that I'm going to take care of today. And I'm gonna take it easy. Like I said, I need to rejuvenate. I'm doing a lot of work. I'm doing a lot of movement. I got so many things that I want to do, so many things I want to accomplish, and I have to make it. I'm gonna make it happen. It has to be done. Like I said, help is always needed. The invitation is extended out to anybody that's willing to be a part of something bigger in many areas. If you have any questions about that, you want to connect, hit me up directly on my email, motivationoneverything@gmail.com. I got my TikTok up and running, motivation on everything. Instagram, motivation_on_everything. So I'm posting videos on there. I'm being consistent with posting. I've been posting shorts, to little uplifting shorts to get people, produce some happiness for them. I think it's always good to watch a video to produce some serotonin in your body. That's what we need. And watching, certain videos like an act of kindness and people being helpful and doing good things in the world, since there's so much bad stuff going on, so much bad news. There's so much things to cover, and I'm still putting things in order to make it more interesting and appealing and catchy for people to really tune in. So give it some time. It's gonna be really good. I'm on it. Hey, I'm a one-man army. So give me some time to get things in order. That's what happens when you're working towards greatness and you're trying to, build something big. You're gonna be alone. It's gonna be a journey that you are gonna have to do quite a bit of things on yourself, and you're gonna have to dig deep to really push and keep going. See, the only difference between me and anybody else is who's gonna give up first. I'm still going, still moving. Can't stop, won't stop. Yeah. On that note, I appreciate you guys tuning in. I hope the yoga was rejuvenating for the people that were tuning in. If not, catch it up on the re-upload. You'll be able to have it for yourself to, loosen up some tension in the body. And I'm gonna get these videos together. I want to get more organized on the workout videos. It's been a lot going on. So excuse me for the delays, excuse me for the stuff not being more appealing and organized. I'm really trying to get myself all the way right too for the workouts, and I've been doing a lot of workouts lately to have my transformation of my body. I started my meal plan, so I'm working out almost every day. I'll probably take about a day or two for the rest day, but I want to share that and how that works to, what I've been doing, but I want to actually get it all, down and set. So I'm all in that process of that transformation. So it's some work, man. Woo. It ain't for everybody. I gotta tell you that it's not for everybody. But go ahead. I'm gonna let you guys go. I'm gonna get it in a little bit. I hope everybody is taking advantage of your life. appreciate you being able to wake up today. Appreciate that you're even alive because you didn't have to be here. There's so many people that didn't make it. There's so many people that are not here anymore. And through all the chaos and the bad stuff that's going on in the world, you want to seek out the good. You really want to seek out the good because at the end of the day, I always look at this little saying where the person is looking outside the window and you see all the trees, the flowers, the blue sky, the beautiful stuff, but the window's dirty. And all the person is focusing on the spots on the window. So get your perspective of how you see and view things. If you're constantly focusing on the bad and the specks in the dirty window, and you're not seeing past that to the good things in the world that's actually happening and that's going on. And I know it's not being really broadcasted like that, but that's where you have to take the time out. And what I have done for myself is search for it, find it, look for it, seek out that positive things in life that you should be grateful for and that you can really experience. And just like when I said being in that mindset, you want to, like I said, you have the choice to get out of that negative mindset. The choice is yours. I just did it again today. I do it every day. It's a fight every day. If you don't fight, then yeah, of course it's going to be negative. Of course you're going to be in the mindset that you don't want to be in, and having the thoughts that you don't really want to have. You know, feeling bad and weak, but you have to do something. The negative's not going to stop. The bad stuff around us is not going to stop. So it's your job, it's your responsibility to stand guard of your mind and fight. You have to. If you just sit there and do nothing, then it will consume you. It will turn into worse things. I'm not even going to go into that, but it can be bad. So before it does, know that you do have a choice. You can wake up and make that switch. Practice it. Eventually, we'll get it right. So go ahead. Everybody enjoy the day. Make the most of it. You can make it as good as you want it to be. Create your own happiness. I will catch you guys tomorrow. Go ahead and stay motivated.